That's not a good sound, and not an auspicious beginning. Where is my bonking stick? And by bonking stick, I mean bonking gun. Excellent. Even more excellent. Hang on a second, there is additional bonking that is required doing. Shoot, man, for crying out loud. Hang on, I'm stuck on something. Oh my giddy aunt. Oh goodness, there is a blob that needs to be bonked as well. Okay, it seems that I don't have ammunition as such as I have stamina instead of bullets. Interesting. So I shoot them with the power of my muscles. Excellent. Can I change the direction I'm scrolling in? Oh, I can by scrolling up as well as down. Right then, that's important to know. Well, that kind of completely spoils what I was about to say, which is I realised in editing that I saved after, or rather before I murdered those Muppets rather than afterwards, so I was going to have to do that again. Well, there's something else that I noticed in editing, which I didn't pick up on while we were playing last week. Good evening, by the way, I will get to that in a minute. Is that there is a giddy aunt. Oh my giddy aunt! Would you kindly die, you briefcase-carrying bozo? Have all the baddies respawned? I don't mind hugely, but giddy aunt, would you die? Problem is that if I try to shoot his chest, I gotta shoot through him. Okay, yes, regarding this camera, I noticed in editing, of course, that there was this charge point here that I never realized. Yes, the cord seems to be compatible with the camcorder you fished out of the river. How convenient. You can charge the camcorder battery in the charger. Excellent. I'm taking that with me, am I? Oh, right, so I can just sort of plug that in as and when I want to. Ah, cool. Alright. I must confess, I have nailed bolted what it is that we're doing. We need to meet in the room, yes. Now, I presume that we're going to need some sort of elevator or something in order to... Oh my Gideon. Oh my Gideon! Alive. Looks like he's really been peppered with bullets, but I think those are just too many buttons. Gideon. Like the steering wheel of an expensive car. It's got too many buttons. Right then, we need to find... Oh my Gideon, this is slightly ridiculous. I swear, there could not have been this many enemies just knocking around while I was, making... after I made the save at the end of last week. I must have, they must have respawned. Otherwise, this would make the grand total of no sense. Because indie horror games are famous for making complete and utter sense. Gideon. Right then, never mind any of that. Is there anywhere else that I can go? Have I been in here before? Possibly, possibly not. Let me shoot this great big blob of demons. Alright, so have I still got the camera then? Yes, and apparently it's fully charged now. Curious. Alright, so we need to find probably an elevator or a stairwell of some kind. Yes, I remember being here. I remember all of the scary pictures. There weren't any villains back here, were there? Not that I recall, and I haven't found the key to access this, have I? No, I haven't. Alright then. So there must be an elevator somewhere, because presumably this hotel doesn't have 433 rooms in it. Presumably the first number is... Oh yes, that was the one with the keypad, I forgot. Presumably that is the 33rd room on the 4th floor. Okay, so we're back here again. So there were some elevators over there. I remember horrific things coming out of them. So, Gideon, got scared by a bush. Got scared by a bush. Alright, let me see if I can get out the elevator. I got the elevator. The elevator doors won't open. Well, fiddlesticks and darn everything. Isn't that just an absolute tragedy? Alright, so where am I going then? I have absolutely... Stairs! These presumably will function better. Goodness knows we won't get the opportunity to find out then. Right, never mind then. 5 minutes into this absolute farce, I'll say hello. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more of Concluse 2. I was rather impressed by what we saw last week. Not just the horrific hole that we saw in the bathroom last week. Maybe there's something else in the room with the camera. I don't remember us doing a hell of a lot in that room. There might be something more in here. Those look like some lit up elevator buttons, so those might be of more use to us. I heard a ding, oh giddy aunt, and I've been bapped. Let me shoot you with my gun if I can ever find it in my frickin' pockets. There we go. I do actually and genuinely need to be careful because I don't have a lot of health, and I'm very likely to die if I'm not careful. Did I read this? I feel like I did. He says walloping it with an axe. Yes, the Eliza note. Yes, I remember, because then we saw we saw the sister, didn't we? Right then, hang on, what's that? That implies badness. It also implies the file size will go up, which means I really need to try very hard in order to make sure that these videos don't require a lot of jump cuts. Alright then, let me get my gun out in case there's something horrific. Yes, it's alright, I've got a key, in case you find something horrific on the other side. Yes, the 4th floor. Very cinematic. I approve. You're supposed to meet Kara in room 433. You should probably hurry up. Oh good, I'm so glad to know that even the game is sick of me standing around and wasting time. That's encouraging. Here's a small sack, in case you get a bit short of sacks, and you need the hotel to offer you a spare one. Alright, let's see if I can put this away. Can I use my axe to bash my way through here? Yes, I can. This is excellent. I can also be worried about the danger filter that has appeared. Get my gun out, actually. That would probably be vaguely wise, which is also going to go a long ways to explaining why I'm not doing it. Where is he? I hear him. I hears him, but I doesn't see him. My surround sound is still slightly unreliable. What? There is something watching you from the other side of the divider, and it's so dark even I can't see what it is. It is Blob. Right there. Excellent. Good, I'm glad we cleared all of that up. I presume we can't go in here either. Okay then, let's go and see what we can find. It's not in the bathroom, is it? Is there some sort of terrifying poo monster I need to shoot? Oh my giddy aunt, there actually is some sort of terrifying poo monster I need to shoot. Except it seems to be hiding in the medicine cupboard. Okay, I'm getting really confused. Where the hell is this beast? I do not see it. Okay, there's something there. I seem to be being attacked by a towel. Okay. I like this game. It's kind of psychedelically bonkers. Okay, right. Let's read the journal entry, because maybe I won't screw that up quite as badly. A warm welcome to you from the staff at the Edison Hotel. We are honored you choose to spend your holiday with us. Your personal satisfaction is our guarantee. Don't be afraid to call the front desk if you need anything. I need some new towels, please. The ones you've given me are a bit violent. Can I plug my camera in? Can I crouch in this game? I don't seem to be able to. Doing control and crouch doesn't seem to be quite enough. Maybe it's not just any old plug. I need some specific plugs. Oh good, let's see if we can call Dad of the Year again. A telephone is blinking, indicating there is a message. You press the play button to listen. You mean to read. Our guest in room 439 has requested 2 additional pillows. Please set them outside his doors. Afterwards, please visit 438. Our guests have complained that the bathtub will not drain. Oh. Why do I get the distinct impression this is my job? Folded clothing. Alright, fair enough. Is there a padlock on here? Heavy luggage with a small lock in it which requires a combination. Alright, I shall see if I can find that. So you want me to find some pillows? You want me to find some pillows. Alright, I mean, I'll try and do that. I'm not entirely sure what this is. This looks like a highly clenched sphincter, but I could be mistaken about that. So, please forgive me if I am. I've also realised there's blood all over the floor, and what looks like a handle of something. Curious. Alright, so perhaps I need to find some pillows. And also a plunger, and then make use of these items in order to, oh good, a bin I can't rummage through, probably because it's empty. I never thought I'd be so grateful. Who left their door here? Guests have been specifically instructed to make sure that their doors are inside their rooms at all times. But, alright. So, alright, let me go back and make a note of the room numbers. This is a little bizarre. This isn't quite what I was expecting, but, I presume that I do have to do this. I presume that this isn't just some sort of jocularity, and this is in fact a real job that I am supposed to do. So 439 wants 2 pillows. Let me write that down. 439, 2 pillows. What's the other number? 438 wants the plug sorted out. Alright. What room are we currently in? Are we currently in either of those? Because I might be able to handle the bathtub here. No, we're currently in 430. Alright, so here's 438. So we do need to get the plug for this sorted out, but there's no real way to get in here besides bashing the door down. And presumably 439 is next door. Except I don't see it. Is that 439? I don't know. No, that's 436. Might 439 be this other one that we saw on the right here? Yes, indeed. Alright then. So we found both of the rooms that we need, but we can't get into either of them. So we must find some pillars. Can I go back down the elevator or not? Because I was wondering if perhaps I could go down to that reception area where we saw those keys in that lockbox and get some of them out in order to open these rooms and sort the problems out. But apparently that is not the reality of our situation. Which leaves me in a little bit of a pickle, because I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to do at this point. Unless there's... Oh, there's a note in here that I didn't see before. And a plunger. You know, there's a plunger on the floor. Picked up a plunger. Excellent. Jean's little bastard Jonathan went on another of his screaming tantrums at the pool. He's not fit to be in public. Everybody's expressions seemed to sour at once. When we visited this hotel as children, our name was associated with excellence, when we were the best of the best. Now we are known for little creatures and Emilia's sexual escapades. Goodness, sounds like quite a fun hotel to visit. Sounds like that would brighten up your holiday. Right then. No more just sitting in the sun and being bored all day, reading books. No, far more interesting things to be done. Alright, now that I've got the plunger, I don't guess... No, that hasn't allowed me in here. It hasn't just magically opened at a convenient moment. I can't interact with any of this luggage, can I? No, this door is locked as well, I presume. Yes. Alright. I'm going to try and kill that vicious towel. If that doesn't seem like a ridiculous thing to say. Let me try shutting the doors. I've got a bit more room to work with. Why can't I shoot? Why can't I shoot? Why does the gun not work? Have I actually run out of bullets for this thing? Weapons. Can I look at my gun, please? Yes. Equip. No, I just want to sort of look at it or investigate it, but apparently not. Do I have, like, any consumable items, perhaps, for, like, bullets or something? Oh, goodness. It's working now. Apparently I had the safety on or something. I don't bloody know. What broke? I broke the picture frame. Alright, can I shoot this? If I could ever figure out how to shoot this bloody gun. I don't understand why this doesn't work. I don't understand why the scroll wheel isn't working either. What the hell is wrong with this game? Can I switch to other things? Yes, I can, but then why can't I shoot? Oh, I can shoot. I'm really confused. I did break this, didn't I? Because that must have been what that noise was, because I ain't seen any other bodies around here. Most mysterious. There's nothing else of interest I need in this room, is there? Not that I can see, no. I don't feel it necessary to steal a bit of soap. Alright then. I'm still really, really confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing or where I'm supposed to be going, but at least we do seem to have dealt with that beast, even though I can no longer use the scroll wheel to... let me change to the axe, so I can never find the bloody thing. Drain stopper. Wonder if that might come in handy. No, I don't seem to be able to change my weapons there. I have to change them here, which is... because I don't seem to have any weapons. Right, so the gun works invariably. No, very variably, not invariably. Very variably. And, oh no, they're back now. Good. Okay, this game's completely frickin' broken. Alright, maybe there's something I can see on the camera that I can't see with with my own Jeepers Creepers. Perhaps that's the difference. Perhaps we need to play this with more of an Outlast mindset than I otherwise would have imagined. Because there must be a way of progressing, because I can't go back downstairs. So there must be something. A foul-smelling substance oozes out of the cracks of his mirror. Someone's making a noise when I shoot it, but I'm not wholly sure who it is. Alright. There's got to be something I can do with this. Can't interact with this one, can I? No. This isn't going swimmingly well, given that I said we should I should avoid doing jump cuts in this series, mainly because the sort of the visual fuzziness of it drives up the file size, which means if the file size gets too large, it tends to crash the editor. But no, I think we will have to do a jump cut because I'm completely confused about what I'm supposed to do. Oh. Right. I see. So I wasn't supposed to go downstairs and find some sort of pillow emporium. I was just supposed to steal a couple of pillows from other people's rooms. Alright. Fair enough. Alright. What happens if I lay the pillows down by the door? You lay the pillows in front of the room. The message told you to go to 438 and fix the plumbing issue after delivering the pillows. Yes, and I've got the plunger, so perhaps the door is open now. Yes. Here we are. Hello, sir. Would you like some lead in your face, or whatever under the sun it is that this thing fires? Apparently you wouldn't, because I can't actually make you die. There we are. That's better. Kindly gyrate for a few seconds, and then emigrate. Right. Goodness. I see that they got very cross about the fact that their bath wasn't functioning properly, given that they seem to have broken absolutely everything. Like then, I will bash the plug-in with my big axe, and hopefully not get assaulted by any more towels. A preemptive strike. Alright, can I use my plunger, perhaps? The bathtub is filled with a black liquid you've been seeing since you entered Cordova. There is no way you're going to unclog this with your bare hands, so you use the plunger and the liquid begins to drain. The bottom half of the plunger has been disintegrated by the black liquid. You fulfill both requests by guests at the hotel. You should return to the telephone in the first room. Curious. I don't remember being employed by this place, but hey-ho, I have managed to walk around the back of a door, which is impressively foolish, but never mind. Strange game. I love it. It's mysterious and bizarre, but it's very weird. Alright, another message to listen to. The guests have expressed their satisfaction with the job that you did. The combination to the luggage is... Well, thank you for telling me that. I must admit that I didn't see any guests in the first room, but perhaps they were hidden amongst all of the mess. The other person hangs up. Alright, fair enough. I'm confused why they stayed on the line the entire time, but never mind. Yeah, oh, okay, I don't need to actually input this myself? Okay. The case pops open, and among its contents, you find a key for room 431. Okie doke, if I understand the layout of this hallway correctly, that should be the room to my right here, where all of the other luggage is. Used the key, excellent. Let me get my gun, if I can ever remember where it is. Here it is. No, the situation seems clear enough. I'm not entirely sure that a police raid squadron whose actions I seem to be emulating really should be wearing the kind of tap dancing shoes that indie horror game protagonists love to wear, but hey ho. I don't see the villain. Mind you, I didn't really see the last one either. But what I was going to say is that my health does seem to have regenerated, at least a bit. I don't see anything. Anything in the bathroom? Or the vicious cat that wishes to smack me? No. Good. I'm gonna remain perpetually paranoid of these towels, but we shall see. Amelia's boy came up to me today. He had been crying. He said that the boy in the mirror told him that the duck man is going to eat our family. It is very sad seeing such a young boy wrestle with such intense mental demons. Yes. I'm glad that you said mental demons, because otherwise I would have gotten slightly worried about this enormous man-sized duck that's attempting to eat people. I didn't even think that ducks were carnivores, but hey-ho. Perhaps their diet changes upon growing. Okay, right. There's no calls on the phone or anything, is there? Let me put the gun away for a second. There's definitely something evil here, although I don't know what it is. Oh goodness, we can sit and watch the ring. Oh goodness, it is Duckman. Looks more like a chicken if you ask me, but never mind. Yes, I couldn't tell whether that was news coverage of a protest or some sort of advert for a fast food chain, but hey-ho, here we are. Right, I don't think I read this note, did I? Probably should have read this one sooner. It is good to be back at the Edison Inn. This year, after another profitable quarter, Father rented out the entire floor for our yearly family retreat. I would be lying if I said I didn't have reservations. The hotel has acquired a bit of a reputation since new management took over. Father would hear none of it, though, and has made sure all of our extended family is attending. Tomorrow we will be taking the skipper on the Cordova River. Father says we will be able to catch some fish and visit some of the shops in Cordova. Well, doesn't that sound positively pleasant, if a little too posh for my tastes. But alright. Is there some sort of newfangled posh trend that's going on, having towels that assault you in order to see the poor people be revealed by having them run out of the bathroom in terror? Perhaps. Something has torn a huge hole in the door. It is impossible to crawl through, despite the fact that the hole is just huge, and unless you're trying to tell me something about my weight, I am presumably not huge. But alright. Maybe you could squeeze it out. I mean, I've got an axe, for crying out loud. You think I could wallop the hole a bit bigger? But apparently not. Alright. Let's wander down the corridor and find this horrific beast that was giving me the eye before. Hello, horrific beast that was giving me the eye before. Can I shoot you? Yes, I can. Can you get through here? Presumably not, no. This is good. I feel like it's a bit of a strategic flaw of the beast to hide on the other side of what it finds to be an impenetrable barrier. Goodness, there's another scary face. Wearing a surprisingly clean sail hat. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Another note. May I read it, please? We have 2 nights left in our trip, and I'm already beginning to feel melancholy. It will be another year before we are all together again, and this year has not been our best. Amelia's passing has changed our family dynamic. When once we were all gathered in jovial laughter, now it is a more muted affair. Will we ever be able to go back to how things once were? It is hard to admit, but the answer is probably no. Goodness. What happened to Amelia? Did she get eaten by the duck? Oh, goodness. What is this? What is this? A pack of matches. Oh, a matchbook. Alright. That's a very outdated thing to find, but never mind. The plant looks strangely vibrant. Yes, indeed. A health herb. Oh, I think that's the pier where we began, because look, there's my little boat, and there's my little saving spot. Can I look through here? A pair of binoculars you can put in at 25 cents to peer in the distance, except I haven't found another quarter. We used both of them to peek at those code parts that we needed earlier in the game. Alright, can we access the stairwell? I doubt it, but we'll try. Yes, indeed. I didn't think that was going to work. I do, however, keep thinking that the chandelier is slightly too low, and whatever the hell this dangly thing is going to dangle in my hair. But, at least that's only something my protagonist has got to worry about. I should probably use that health herb, actually. In fact, I should probably shoot you as well. You great big floating blob. What even is it? I don't know. It's like some sort of levitating lunatic who's pretending to be a ghost by putting a great big sheet on top of them, except they're a really, really grubby sheet-carrying individual. Right, can I consume the health herb, please? There we are, get me a bit more health. Seems like I do regenerate a little bit of health, but not very much. Alright, we're still on the lookout for room 433. Our final night here has been a true disaster. The hotel's electricity has been on the fritz all evening, and the staff is nowhere to be found. It is as if we are the only ones here. Amelia's son has had another one of his screaming fits, and now Jean has lost her marbles too. She's repeating the same thing the boy is saying about a duck man coming to eat us. I swear it's as if we've suddenly been admitted to a mental asylum. I sent Charlie out to find a hotel staff member an hour ago, and he still has not returned. I am starting to be worried. Worried by the lack of a Charlie, or by the presence of a duck? Good deal. Oh, thank you very much. Right, reminds me of that bizarre song about ducks and lemonade stands that got quite popular on the internet for a little while. Alright, what was the room number we were looking for again? 433. Alright, have we get... I can see what they mean about the staff not being here. The floors are absolutely filthy. Where does this go? I don't know. There's no sign to indicate where it might go. Have we found 433 yet? Oh, I can go in here, can't I? I'd forgotten about this. Let me do some walloping. I said let me do some walloping. Thank you very much. Have we found 433? Yes, here it is. Can I go in here? The door is locked, but we used the key. Oh goodness, that's a bit scary. We might go in there in a minute. I mean, the place that was boarded up and had a great big floating ghost thing in it isn't in the slightest bit scary. A safe door. The door opens easily, but there is nothing inside. Curious. Am I going to find something in there later, perhaps? Or is that just there for a bit of set dressing? I don't know. We shall have to wait and see. Maybe it's just there to kind of throw me off balance and realise that not everything I can interact with is good. Mirror Boy Note by Timothy Barn. Interesting. Slightly psychotic, but also interesting. Even on our beautiful vacation, we cannot find peace. It is not every day you stay in a hotel as luxurious as this. Its beautiful building, instead of beholding the splendour of this... Oh, there's a full stop there. I didn't see that. Sorry. Instead of beholding the splendour of this special occasion, we are anchored to an annoying little pest. I told my sister Amelia on her deathbed that he would be my burden to bear. I cannot go back on my promise, but I don't have to pretend to like it. Everywhere we go, this little brat has to follow, and vacation is no different. Have you ever wished a child would just disappear? Well... Yes, I empathise with you in the sense that children do kind of follow you around a lot, but, you know, that is kind of what being a parent is. But, after having worked in education for several years, I can certainly empathise with the feeling of wishing that some children would just vanish off the face of the planet. Right then, so there's a key necessary in order to access this, this sitting room, but we haven't got that one. So let's go and see if we can chat to our sister. Yes, here we go. And see what she has to say about this situation. Did I go through a loading screen when I did that? I seemed to get sort of like jutted off to the left for a second there. That was a little unpleasant and disturbing. I don't know why I keep coming and checking the bathrooms. A, because I'm slightly paranoid about these towels, and B, because we did find a useful item in one of them. Does this game have to be full of creepy pictures? Sorry, I guess I'm a little out of my element after playing such a unhorrific series. A television plays static endlessly. You wonder who turned it on. Besides the static, it seems in fair condition. It has a port to plug in the camcorder. You take out the camcorder and set it next to the TV and turn it on. You find a small connection cable hidden inside a compartment on the digital camcorder, and you are able to use it to connect the camcorder to the TV. You put the DV tape you found in the bag, Ducky's Playhouse. Oh, I'd forgotten about this. Perhaps we will understand the origins of Duckman, when Duckman was Duckchild. Yes. Oh, goodness. I forgot I had a character model. You suddenly feel sleepy and can barely keep your eyes open. Maybe you can rest for a few minutes while Kara gets here. Oh, I thought we were going to go inside the tape and play as the protagonist of the tape for a minute. I really don't want one, dude. Shouldn't there have been an apostrophe in universes? I see. I do have to go inside the tape. I just had to get manhandled by a massive mascot before that could happen. I'm sorry, what?
Hey there, kiddos. It's time to play. Doggy's having fun all day. Let's pack it up and go to Doggy's Playhouse, where the laughter never ends. Kids are all my bestest friends. Let's pack it up and go to Doggy's Playhouse. We can travel to the moon or ride a big balloon. No one goes to tell us no, so you better hurry up and don't be slow. Let's all pack it up and go to Doggy's Playhouse.
And I thought I couldn't sing.
Now I need a volunteer. If I call you, come over here.
Stop rhyming. Why do you see wearing a diaper?
Let's see. How about...
Lollipop Man! Pick Lollipop Man, don't pick me.
You!
Thank you!
Hurry up, kid. Take a leg.
I have a really bad feeling this kid's life expectancy has just been cut to a 10th.
Part of Ducky Show. What's your name, kid? Wow, that's so interesting. Where did you get the big lollipop? Did you pay for it? You can't just take things from the store. Don't worry, kiddo. I forgive you. But let me ask you a question. Do you think you could fit the whole lollipop in your mouth? I think you could fit it all in your mouth. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, I had a funny feeling this kid was gonna die.
I invited you to my special world, and instead of being grateful, you stole from me.
Oh, come on, it couldn't have been worth more than 20 cents.
And thought you'd be able to get away with it. You think I'm gonna fall for that? I was young once too.
Would you stop climbing on top of people, you overgrown rodent?
I think you need to be punished, but let's leave it up to the audience. But what do you think?
This is a very weird television show.
They think you need to be punished too.
Censored? I'm not doing that. Am I playing some kind of... Is there like some censoring in the options?
Steal from Ducky, kids.
There should be a comma there. Otherwise you'll put... Never mind.
Now, it's time for another volunteer. Who wants to be next?
Nobody that doesn't have a severe problem with masochism in their psychology.
Who wants to prove themselves in Ducky's dungeon?
Nobody? It's the grand total of nout.
How about the new kid? He's kind of old, but he looks like he can hold his own.
I mean, I've got an axe, I'll chop your beak off.
Michael, wanna play? It's the only way I'll let you leave.
What if I shoved the spiky remnants of that lollipop up your ducky bumhole? What if I did that? Maybe then would you let me leave? Kids aren't. Maybe I should just... What the hell is this? This can't be real. This is some sort of TV show. Try to calm yourself. There has to be a way out of it. Yep, it's straight out of this way, I reckon. I think it has absolutely nothing to do with going anywhere near that psychotic duck. Yes, I'm talking about you, you Five Nights at Freddy's ripoff. Alright then, okay, man alive. Yeah, we'll just leave immediately. Thousands of screaming children cheer behind metal barricades, hoping to get a glimpse of you. One of the children points at you and then to his throat and pretends to slash it. Oh good, I'm glad to see I've got so many adoring fans. Oh, there's no way out of here? The moon gazers seem to follow you wherever you go. Oh, I didn't see that before. Hello. Kid Dion reminds me of a thing out of a Zelda game. Okay, alright, I think I'm getting the point now. I just wanted to... Oh my Gideon. Excuse me, Bib, do you mind not bumping your arse into the microphone? It's not too much to ask. Alright then. Now that we've observed what is quite possibly the quintessentially weirdest cutscene that has ever existed in the history of video games, we can we can find somewhere else to go that doesn't involve going anywhere near this duck with its horrific bulge. Oh dear, play until you win, infinite lives. If you die, you lose progress, but keep any items you require. Don't forget, Ducky is boss here. Oh, there's a save point. This is convenient. Alright, let me make a save if I can ever remember the button for doing saves. The game seems to have crashed, I don't seem to be able to do anything. Thank you very much. Right, let's go back to save spot number 1. Ducky's Dungeon. Oh my giddy god. Okay, can we go backstage? Probably not, because this isn't a door, this is more of a cartoon. No, I should be able to do this. Alright, can I have that gun? I'm not convinced it'll do me any good, but can I have the gun? Yes. Can I shoot you with the gun? Not really, no, which I must admit is a tragedy.
Just grab your donkey gun. If you win, something special might happen.
I've seen the kind of special things that happen once you climb on top of people when they're laying in bed, and frankly, it disturbs the hell out of me. So if you don't mind, mate, I'm going to have to get the hell out of here. Alright, there's nothing that way. I thought this was the way I had to go to reach the dungeon, but this is the way I go in order to reach the void, it seems. Alright. Just the inky, black, murky abyss that sucks in everybody that ends up in show business. Okay, let's just try to get away from the baying crowd and the blast bulge. Okay, let's just get the hell out of here and get somewhere quieter, perhaps. It seems like if you participate in his game, Ducky might let you go. Yeah, because psychopaths always keep their word. You don't really have a choice, and you are trapped here. You make a fair point, my friend. Alright, what is this? Some sort of great burning pool that he seems to have left behind. Oh good, how very kind of him. I'm not convinced I actually should shoot you, because I feel like you're somebody else trying to win this game who forgot to pick up his egg gun. But oh, you can be killed. Isn't that just absolutely spiffing? This really is not what I was expecting, and is a massive departure from what we've seen in previous the previous game. So if you'd stop wiggling towards me quite so much, my small friends, then perhaps I might stand a chance of murdering you. Right, Bib, would you get out of the way? I can't see half the screen. Thank you very much, dear. I appreciate that. Okay, this gun has slightly... Oh no, I was going to say it has a slightly higher rate of fire. Not really, because again, it's dependent on my stamina rather than any amount of ammunition. Right, my giddy aunt. I feel like there's some kind of Hunger Games thing that's going on here. It's like we're just being forced to fight to the death for the amusement of others. Right, I'm going to presume that standing on these spiky things would be a real dumb idea. So you'll forgive me if I choose not to do that. I do wish these doors would open a little bit more frequently. When I shoot multiple times, it's almost like there's a bullet that flies off into the sky. I wonder if that's because the gun is pointed higher up than it sort of ought to be, because it's in the middle of its recoil. I don't know. No, I'm not seeing anything. What have you dropped? A small bomb on the floor. Ducky's bomb. Oh, good! Would you open the bleeding door? Thank you very much. He's not just a psychopath. He's also an explosives expert. Oh, good. Am I supposed to use this bomb as a combat item? I don't seem to be able to scroll in order to change weapons, so I don't think I've got like a throwable bomb, like some kind of grenade. So perhaps this can be used in a place. And now I'm assaulting a wheelchair. Good. I mean, they say, oh, yeah, now I'm assaulting someone in a wheelchair, which seems like one of the worst things I've ever done on this channel. And I've done some pretty horrific things in various different games that we've played. Right, would you kindly die? Thank you very much. Then my stamina regenerates. And then, oh my giddy aunt. I was going to say, video games allow you to do things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to do in real life. That you maybe want to do, like, I don't know, being a leader of a great barbarian army and crushing a load of orcs or something. But I don't think shooting people in wheelchairs is really anything that any pleasant person actually wants to do. So if I'd stop getting hit in the face by this man doing a wheelie, I'd be grateful. It's nothing personal, friend. It's just business, alright? It's just me, or it's you. A clock hand. You pick up little hand. Frankly, I don't want Ducky's little hands anywhere near me, but alright. So, I found a clock hand. Could I maybe put that on a clock face in order to complete something, perhaps? Because I need a key for here, don't I? Did it say that I needed a key? The door is locked. No, it just says that it is locked. Well, there's a great big massive gaping keyhole on there, so you'll pardon me if I make a vicious assumption. Presumably these little bombs and clock hands and things are the items that they were speaking about, that if I die I could keep. Which at least means I won't have to retrace my steps and find the items again. Although if the items are found by killing people, it would kind of make sense that you keep them, because otherwise they'd have to respawn them. Why can't I go through this door? I don't know. I can hear a noise from the other side. It's like a static noise, but I don't actually seem to be able to go through. Alright, I can't shoot my way through, can I? Seems to be the solution. Seems to fix most of my problems thus far. No, I can just observe a slightly squiffy texture, and we can carry on with our life. And by our life, I mean our very, very slow and drawn-out death at the hands of this demonic duck. All right. Oh my giddy aunt. I feel like I have been this way before, but perhaps I'm wrong. This game's weird. If the 3-minute cutscene about the demonic duck with his television series didn't quite let you cotton on to the fact that this game is very weird. Okay, there's a lot of spiky things here. Oh my god. I still haven't actually walked into any of these, but with the door open, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. But yeah, I presume that getting touched by any of these spikes would be a quite literal death sentence. Oh, hello. Got some levitating legless loon who seems to be slightly on fire, and I don't just mean that his career is taking off, even though he himself does seem to have taken off several minutes ago. If you'd be so kind as to die, thank you very much. A silver key. Oh good, if this entire game wasn't so monochrome, I might be able to know where that is supposed to go. Alright, let me see if that key will open either of the doors that we've seen thus far. I thought there was a door that needed a key in this room. No, have I gone bonkers? I think I've gone completely bonkers. Silver key number 1. Yes, indeed. Hello. Another stripy armless mummy who's far from armless. Alright. This is a massive departure from what we had in the first game, which was a lot more of just wandering around and looking at things and being generally disturbed. Don't get me wrong. I am disturbed. I'm just disturbed in a slightly different way to the way in which I was previously disturbed. Oh, this isn't a baddie. This is some sort of bent boingy thing that you find in a posh park. All right, fair enough. Would you kindly stop moaning and die? Okay, right. I presume I need another key for this. This looks a bit more yellowy to me. Maybe we need a golden key instead of a silver key to get through there. Oh good, it's more levitating loony bins. I do like that you seem to be able to shoot through the doors. That seems to be quite advantageous to me. At least. Right, good evening gentlemen. Can I have whatever the hell this thing is, please? Thank you very much. Alright, that might let me in through the other door. Now, I am curious because when we went through this door, it said that we used silver key number 1. But when we pick the keys up, it doesn't say that. It just says that I've got a silver key, which makes me wonder perhaps whether the keys do not go to specific doors, and the silver key will just open either of the doors, and whichever one you go down will allow you to find a second key that you can then use to get through the other door. Perhaps I'm right, perhaps I'm wrong, perhaps nobody gives a flying meditator. Oh my god. It's the noises they make. Golden key. Okay, good. I'm glad I was right about that. It's just the noise they make when they die. It's like it's not the sound of a vicious beast dying. It's the sound of somebody really sad dying, and that makes me feel really guilty. I feel like I shouldn't be enforcing death on all of these other presumably participants who are just trying to escape with their own lives. But, hey ho, I won't be escaping with my sanity, so it's not like I'm getting through this for free. Used boss key! Yes, the sort of key that sits at a big desk and fires people. Presumably you mean this is a boss fight.
Time to face the dungeon, boys. Does Michael have what it takes?
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think he does.
I'm glad we're in agreement. Oh, goodness. I can't see it, but goodness knows I'll shoot the living hell out of it all the same. Okay, right. I need to, it seems to be able to walk through what I thought were bits of cover, so that's great. Kitty, would you stop? Oh, you did stop. Thank you. I was going to say, would you stop leaping about and chucking your arms in the air? Like you really didn't care.
Bet you feel real proud of yourself, don't you?
Well, it didn't last as long as I thought it would.
Upstage the star on his own show? That takes a lot of nerve. You wait right there, asshole. I'm coming to bring you your prize myself.
I'm gonna be taken out of the kids' house for saying words like that. You naughty duck. Oh, those aren't my footsteps, those are his footsteps. Right. Alright, fair enough. The hell is he? The hell is he? I do not know, and I do not see him. But presumably he's here somewhere. Maybe he's up in the sky, given that he is a duck after all. Oh my giddy aunt, I've been shot in the side of the head and died.
Welcome back.
And now I've been put in an egg? Oh. Right. I am not surprised somebody has gouged your eyes out and caused you so much internal damage that you can't control your bladder anymore, because frankly that's the least I'd like to do to you. Right, I guess I have to go and do that again, don't I? Did it say that I would lose progress but keep items? Alright, fair enough. How much progress have I lost then? Do I have to... Oh my giddy aunt, don't make me fight through these people again. Alright. We're not making as much progress as I'd like to be making each episode, so I am going to do a jump cut while I get us back to the battle of the century, the battle with the beak. Get it, would you die?
Oh no.
Yeah, the situation ain't great, friend. Where the hell is he? He must be somewhere. I just do not see him. I suppose I could just kind of shoot off in random directions in the vague hope that I hit him. Okay, there he is. Okay, right. At least now we've found him, except he seems to kill me with a one-shot kill. Which is great, because it only takes me about 4 minutes to get back to where I was. Right, if I could put my hand on the correct part. If I could get over the frickin' lip, that'd be great. Right. Get out. This is not going tremendously well. Okay, so First point is, yes, he seems to kill you in one shot, which is a massive pain in the bum. The second thing that I've learned, or that I've remembered, is, of course, would you just frickin' die, man? Thank you. Is that, of course, you keep your items, which means you can just sort of power through here and race through the doors. You don't need to worry about going and getting the keys again. You can just go straight through. So I'm hoping that I can just race through here and the door will shut behind me and all of those baddies won't chase me. I do kind of wish you could skip these so that you could just get on with the fight, but no. So give me a minute, I shall see if I can actually get even one bullet into old Duckface here. Alright, I feel like my best bet is probably to keep moving, so that he has less opportunity to shoot me. Maybe sprinting as well. Maybe sprinting would be wise. Am I the only one who thinks it isn't, like... Oh, I'm not even allowed to have any healing herbs. Right. Am I the only one who thinks it isn't, like, completely fair that he gets a one-shot kill me on this? Right. Two things. One, I've discovered that if you press the backtick key, I think it is, you can open this, so ain't that just interesting. The other thing that I've realised is that you can't win. So, after banging my head against the wall trying to kill this duck bastard, I've realised you can't kill him, in the sense that I've looked up a walkthrough that says that you can't kill him. What you're supposed to do is put the clock hand on here. According to the guide, that's what you're supposed to do anyway, except that doing this doesn't actually do anything. Let me just make another set. What I've also realised is that if you die to anyone other than Ducky, who takes your health away, when you respawn, you'll respawn with the minimum amount of health, which is just positively excellent. It said that you had to use this clock here. I do still have the clock hands, don't I? I mean, I don't know why I would have lost them, but it said that you had to put the hands on this clock, but pressing E isn't doing anything. I can't interact with this in any way. I can't change my weapons. Can I open my inventory at all? No. I do still have the clock hand, don't I? Little hand, yes. Where's the little hand gone? Where is it? Yes, yeah, now where's my cursor? Right, here we are. Why can't I use this? Is there a second key? Is there a second clock hand that I need? I thought I killed everyone that there was. There must be a second hand, because if you're going to set a time... there must be both hours and minutes. Alright, give me another minute. I apologise this is taking me so long. Man alive, how are you supposed to figure that out? Does it not seem obvious that if there's like a bad guy, you should be able to fight him and kill him? Or am I missing something? Is there some sort of obvious clue here that says, no, Ducky's invincible, you need to do something else? I get that there's the hands, right, that you need to collect, and perhaps I should have paid more attention to the clock face that I saw earlier. But still, it seems a little abstract, right? It seems like there should be more of an inclination. More of something to indicate what you're supposed to be doing. But, alright. Let me look around and see if I can find this other clock hand that I need, and then once I've done that, maybe I can put the timing on the clock. This looks interesting. Oh, you place the Ducky bomb in the rubble, and then you get killed. Oh, I swear if I never see another duck in my entire life, it'll be too frickin' soon. Right. Well, I think we've probably figured out the location of the second hand. So you have to use the duck bomb that I'd also forgotten about. I get it. This game gives you lots of little items that you need to make use of. You need to remember that you've got them, and you need to remember to use them. I get that, but at the same time, the game could be a little bit more explicit in it. Would the bloody door open? No, apparently it wouldn't. Get you. It seems like in some rooms you can't go through the door until you've killed the people in the room, which is a little bit of a pain in the arse when you're trying to redo this, because you've died because nobody thought it was necessary to explain how the rules of the game work. Would you frickin' die? Thank you very much. Oh, great. Now we have to deal with the 3 obese children. Excellent. Giddy aunt. At least recruitment for this game show doesn't discriminate. At least that's something I can get behind. Would you frickin' die? Live. And Bib, if it's not too much to ask, would you mind not farting? Just for a minute. Because right now, it is not. You are not making a difficult recording any easier. Why can't I respawn with a bit of health? Just stop fucking farting. Right. Let's have a jump cut to the point where I find the other clock hand. Right. Is anyone else there? Right. Now, what I need to do is lure the attention of the baddies who are in that room towards me, because they are not obstructed by that. They can just wander through it, which means while I'm standing on the other side of it and trying to blow it up, they can kill me. So I need to kill all of them first, so that I can then blow it up with the bomb that I do have, and then actually get through there, get the other hand from the clock. Because I understand the necessity of dying to Ducky now. Right, let's just roll through this as quickly as possible. There we are. I understand the necessity of dying to Ducky, because if you don't die to him, there's no way to get back to the main stage, right? And thus no way to access the door with the clock on it. There we are. Okay, so now we've got the hour hand and the minute hand, and we're ready to put the time on the clock. Not wholly sure what. Well, I do know what time we need to put on the clock, because that was written in the guide that I had to look at, because I got really, really freaking confused. But I don't know where you're supposed to find the time that you're supposed to put in within the space of the game. But never mind. Yeah, I understand why you have to die to Ducky, because if you die, then you respawn on the main stage, and you can access the room with the clock on it. If you don't die to him, there's no way to get back through the door that you originally came through, because that door is locked. So I understand the necessity. I do. I simply feel that it would be a little less frustrating if you were informed of that somehow. If there was some sort of a clue that could tell you that that's what you need to do, right? Because you have to confess, if there's a boss fight, it's kind of natural for the player to think that they need to win the boss fight, right? And I'm getting really sick of listening to this chipper voice. Does he come through this door? I'm just slightly curious if he comes through this door in order to... Yes, he does. Okay, well, at least that explains where he comes from and why I can't find him originally. Right. So you're supposed to die. No one said that, but you're supposed to die. So that you can now, with both hands, put the time in here. There we are. Set a time. Yes. Move the currently selected hand with the left and right input and change the hands using up and down. Earth are you talking about? So it's up and down to change the hand, and there's left and right to move the hand. Right. The guide said it should be 7:30, I think it said. So I have no idea where you're supposed to find. Would you change to the other hand, for crying out loud? Thank you. There we are. I don't know where you're supposed to get the time 7:30, but who cares? We figured that out now. If you'd ever let me through the bleeding door, I'd be bloody grateful. Excuse me, would you let me through the bloody door? Why the hell did I do this if I'm not supposed to go through this door? Don't make me draw the guide back up again, mate, because trust me, I've been doing this for far longer than I care to confess, and I'm perfectly willing to look the guide up again. He said something about going through the door and finding an office where there's an item that you'd need, except I don't understand where that is if it's not through this door. I'm sorry, what? How does that make any sense? The door handle's on the right-hand side, then the hinges should be on the left. But alright, you set the time and apparently you can go through this door. Alright. This is one of the most confusing things I have ever done in my life. I genuinely do not understand the logic that this game is trying to use. Right. Alright. Never mind. It doesn't matter. Shall we just try and get through this and get past this section of the game so that we can find other bits of the game which are more fun to play? That, to me, sounds quite fun. Okay, this is probably the television that I got dragged through in the first place. I hereby give my one and only soul to Ducky. In exchange, I will live in Ducky's world and be happy every day. There will never be crying or unhappiness, only happy, loving days with friends forever. Oh my kitty nut. Just when you thought that the demons of hell couldn't get any worse, it turned out they had to have forms. My giddy aunt. You know, if Ducky wants to make this a place where people are happy, maybe he should explain how the rules of the game work so they're not quite so fricking frustrated all the time. Right. This is excellent. Smells like garbage and feces. Yes, and with a farting cat on my lap, I can imagine exactly what that's like. Right then, here is a great big gun which I can use to shoot Ducky in the frickin' face, because at this point he deserves far frickin' worse, but I'll give what I've got, and what I've got is a heckin' load of lead. Right. Now, let's see if we can get back across here without dying. Is Ducky still there? Because I'd so happily shoot Ducky in the frickin' head for this. No, you can't shoot Ducky in the frickin' head. Right, you have to go off and do something else, which thankfully the guide explained, even though, again, I would not have known to do this in a million years of trying to work it out on my own, but don't worry. I'm not ragging on the game here, I'm not slagging it off, I'm just saying, how under the sun are you supposed to work this out on your own? Apparently, one of these people has a sign. Yes, here we are. Well, there at least tells you what the time is, right? So that much has been explained, at least. Now, is there anything here? Oh, there's another little door here. Post office, but I wish to go and post some things. Wish to send a letter to my local councilman. Right, there's another sign, right? But again, I feel like this kind of information needs to be presented a little bit more obviously. Well, someone's cross. And that someone is me, because I had to go through that. The hell? Why am I upside down? What the hell is going on? I just wanted to come into this room and have a nice little chinwag with my sister. You struggle with all your might as you reach for the gun. I seem to be being eaten by some kind of portal on the ceiling. And then there's a Star Wars blaster sound effect. Yes, which has blown the ceiling off the roof. Right. Okay. Could we stop with that mosquito noise for 5 minutes, please? Yes, most of the roof is gone. This is a tragedy that all of mankind will have to wrestle with for at least the next 7 centuries, but I'm sure that eventually we'll get over it. Right. Man alive. What is it about second episodes in the series recently that me and I keep bollocking everything up? I don't know. Here's a gaping hole in the wall. Yeah, I guess it did. Which is weird, really, given all of the other walls that I've shot while missing other enemies that I was attempting to shoot. And it never caused that much damage. But, alright. Is this something I've read before? As I saw the oddest thing this evening, as I put Amelia's boy to bed, while saying goodnight, I noticed something strange on the television. Who was there? A man in a duck costume, similar to the man Jean described seeing in the hallway. It made me chuckle to realise they had both actually seen him on the television, and probably dreamed the entire encounter. The duck man was singing a song with an audience of children and dancing about on stage. I shut the television off and told the boy to stop believing in wild fantasies because it can spook other people. He seemed to understand. What I think he understands is that you're going to smack him around if he continues to display any kind of symptoms of a mental health condition. Which is just absolutely chipper, isn't it? Right, should we carry on playing the game until the point where we find another save spot, and then we'll stop, I think, because I like this game, I do, but I prefer when it's quietly and subtly horrific, rather than quite so loudly horrific. Oh, good. More people that need to get shot in the face. At least I've still got my freaking gun. Good, good, good. Alright, well, where to now? The only place that I can remember that we haven't been is the... oh, kitty aunt. Good, and all the enemies have respawned. Whoopty frickin' doodle. Is a little door through here, but I don't have the key for this, do I? No, I don't have the key to get through there, so there's no way that I can access whatever it is that we've got through it. It just looks like some sort of little sitting room, if you ask me. So, there's nothing in the safe now, is there? No, there's still nothing there. Alright, there must be... somewhere. What's my current objective? Check the adjacent room. Alright. What am I checking the adjacent room for? Where did I get that idea from, other than a broken television? Was this door here before? I genuinely can't remember if this door was here before. Have I read this note before? That would probably answer the question. Yes, we have been here before because I remember reading that note. Alright, presumably by the adjacent room you mean the one next to the room that I was just in. So let me try and go back and figure out where under the sun it was that I was a minute ago. No, I'm not going to try and battle with that demonic towel again. That would just be ridiculous. But no, I don't mean to be down on this game. I genuinely do like this game. I'm not wholly enthused by the large genre change from... Why do we need to use that key again? Yeah, I'm not massively enthused by the switch from a non-combat horror game to a combat horror game. I genuinely feel like if you want to do horror, that non-combat is the way to go. Okay, this was the adjacent room that you meant. You didn't mean the next. You didn't mean the next hotel suite. You meant the next room. All right, fine. Do you want me to go fishing? Because at least that would be a vaguely calming exercise that might relax me a little bit. Another book of matches. I still have no idea what I need these things for. But perhaps I can set fire to my own hair in order to cosplay as the pirate Blackbeard and allow myself to forget about all of this for a few minutes. No, I'm not hugely enthused by the concept of moving to a combat game, but if that's what the game wants to do, and that's the vision that the developer has, then I wanted to see what they can do with... Right, who's battering me now? It seems to be these mirrors. Right. I'm going to have one gripe about this game. It doesn't explain things. Which in most horror games is good. Because it's like mystery. But when it comes to the basic gameplay mechanics of, is this a boss fight you can win, or is this a glorified respawning mechanic? And things like, here is a completely innocuous object that is about to murder you. I would appreciate a little tiny bit more information. So that I'm not wandering around completely blind and this turning into some kind of memory test rather than an interesting exploration. But we shall see. Is there a mirror in here that I need to break? Is that what was attacking me? It wasn't a towel, it was some surprisingly pristinely shiny clean toilet roll in such a filthy place. Yeah, was it a mirror that was attacking me in the other bathroom? Goodness only knows. Alright, what am I supposed to be finding in here? Because I'm not finding anything thus far, other than just more dead ends and more matches. Search the room. Yes, well, that much I could work out on my own. A candle. Use the match to light the candle. Oh. Alright, well I suppose that makes some semblance of sense, given that we were collecting matches, but why are we doing this? What has given Michael the inclination that this is a wise thing to do? If I just had the worst frickin' dream of my life about a demonic duck that was trying to murder me, I don't think my idea would be invade somebody else's bedroom and make the place look bloody romantic. But maybe this is more like I hold a candle up to a mirror in a darkened room and say Bloody Mary 3 times. Maybe that's more the sort of shtick that they're going for. Goodness only knows. Are there any more candles in here, or were there some candles perhaps back here in the other room that I needed to use? What is that? I don't know what that is. There weren't any candles here, were there? I can't jump in here, can I? I can't use this ladder to climb down? Presumably not. No. Alright, there's a weird elevator button here. Button on the wall, push it. Ah, I suppose so. It's a bloody deep pool, but alright. Now can I climb down? Yes, I can, and there's another key here. Strange looking key, mirror key 1. Right, I'm going to sit here and pretend like I've got the first idea what he's talking about. The water was murky and hard to see through. I was more bothered about climbing into it, but never mind. As I thought it would bleach my eyes with whatever horrific substances found within. Alright, so mirror key 1. What the hell is that supposed to do? I don't know, but if I could ever be allowed to leave this place, thank you very much. That might possibly open the door into that little additional sitting room that we saw. I also apologise that this episode is probably dragging on to some horrific degree, but we kind of have to keep going until I find another place we can save. No, it's not the key for that. Alright then. Presumably it's not the key for any of the rooms that any of the rooms beyond the pool room, because I don't believe that they said they needed keys. I think it just said that the doors wouldn't open, but I suppose it's worth a try. But why mirror key? I actually mean like a key to a mirror cupboard like you have in bathrooms, like a little medicine cupboard or something. But why is there like half a mushroom stuck in the bottom of the sink? I don't understand these things, but never mind. It won't let me through any of these doors, will it? You curse yourself for getting in this situation and leaving Kara to fend for herself. Annoyed and exasperated, well, I can empathise with that, you wind up and kick the door as hard as you can. Right, okay, I understand it. Michael's just as peeved as I am. I approve. Something has knocked it loose and the key is now, the door is now open. Whoop-de-frickin' doodle, I've never been so bloody chuffed. Who knew that violence was the answer to all of our problems? Right, is there some sort of beast in here I need to deal with? I don't know, I don't seem to be able to interact with this door. Sorry, I don't mean to be in a bad mood. Right, because I've been looking forward to this game for a long time. I don't want to be disappointed. What the hell? Bloody mirrors again! Oh, giddy on bloody blobs again! I'm looking forward to this game for a long time. I don't want to be annoyed by it or disappointed by it. So I am trying to remain chipper. It's just a little difficult because this is the kind of moment where I really like my gun to frickin' work. This is the kind of moment where I need to take a bit of time and relax and forget about the game for a while and come back to playing it next week. But obviously I can't do that until we find another saving diamond. Now how the hell does this work? I placed insert a key. Insert mirror key 1. Oh, okay. So I need to find the second key before I can flip this switch, presumably. Yes, you tried to pull it with a won't move, and I'm glad I am glad we have confirmed that my attempts to pull always end in failure. I'm gonna pull this up or down, except we've got no idea where that goes. Alright, well now that we've flipped it to the setting that it wasn't before, something presumably has changed. So, given that we found the first mirror key in the pool, I'm going to try and generalise this trend and presume that we're going to find the second mirror key in this pool, although I have no idea what the point of these candles were. I doubt they're just for set dressing. And see if that has perhaps lowered the water level any further, which it doesn't seem to have. No, although this wasn't open before. Are there any other drawers that I can open? Did I open that, or did that open itself? In some manner or another. I don't know, but I am randomly finding more candles. Alright, there's nowhere else that I can go down here, so this clearly isn't the solution to what we're looking for. Whatever it is that we are looking for. In fact, I don't really think that I'm supposed to be leaving this room at the moment. No, it just says search the room again. Yeah, I don't think that I'm supposed to be leaving this room. I just kind of get that impression at the moment that that isn't quite the solution that I'm looking for. And I'm not seeing any more candles anywhere. But give me another moment and I shall see if I can figure out where this second mirror key is, because hopefully that will allow us to open the door and then we can get the hell out of here. I'm going to kick this one as well, am I? Oh, good. Okay. I see Michael hasn't worn out quite enough of his frustrations yet because he wanted to come and visit the medieval torture museum. What the hell is this device? I don't know, but it can't be nearly as confusing as the old duck debacle. Some bottles under there. Even after following Edison's plans word for word, we're still having issues getting certain devices working. One particularly peculiar device allows the user to grab items from another plane of existence. Oh, no surprise that that doesn't work in a simple manner. The user pours a cup or so of Concluse into a spout, and then uses its kindling to heat the Concluse until it produces a unique steam. The steam then powers the rising and lowering of the grabbing mechanism. I really do wish the names of the nodes didn't block out some of the words sometimes. So Concluse isn't just the name of the game, it's the name of some substance. Interesting. I'm glad you're having a nice time, Mrs. B. It's still unclear exactly where the bucket and its unique grabbing mechanisms go when they are activated, but when they return they smell like burning tires. Of all the sample items we have sent down through the device, inanimate objects all return unscathed, but living things never return. We have lost a dozen lab mice this way. The cameras we sent down returned nothing back but static. I floated the idea of sending a person down, but this was overruled by higher-ups. I'm sorry, this is being run by some kind of hierarchy. This just sounded like the crazy experiment of a random numpty. An odd-shaped flask. It looks pretty beaten up, but it is still useful. Can I carry some Concluse in this? Is that what this is? Kindling. Could be used in the device in the other room. Alright. A destroyed linking book. Its pages have been ripped out, and it is covered in blood. Right, I'm going to sit here and pretend like I've got the faintest understanding what a linking book is. Can I put the kindling in here, perhaps? Okay, I think I pressed a button there. There's something it wants me to throw over here, but I don't know what. You notice small clumps of ash in this part of the device, and you place the kindling. Alright, so now we just need to find the Concluse, which is probably kept in the little flask that we've got. So if I could only find some of that. A treasure can filled with a dark black liquid, as opposed to black, which is generally such a bright and vibrant colour. It gives off an incense chemical smell. You notice small vibrating waves on the liquid surface. Carefully, you dip the flask into the dark liquid, taking care not to let it touch your fingers. After filling it to the top, you screw the tap on lightly. You picked up the black liquid sample. Alright, that's probably the Concluse. Can I put that in here somewhere? Perhaps in this receptacle, which presumably gets heated by the fire underneath, which uses the kindling as a fuel. A strange metal device. There is a cap on the top covering a small hole and looks as if liquid could be poured inside. You carefully pour the black liquid from the metal flask into the device, which is now ready to operate. Good. Let's press this button and see what the hell happens. Can I climb into this thing? Oh, there we are. The machine comes to life. Well, woobly frickin' doodle. Yep. I don't care. I've had enough. I want to climb inside. I'm going down there, mate, whether you like it or not. Okay, do I press the other button now in order to say, go! Life. Strange game. I'm guessing this may be, when it said ulterior dimension, I'm guessing it goes down to the... It goes into the world that we entered briefly when we, What, can I put this away? Thank you. When we put the 3 keys into the lighthouse and we went into that weird rusty world. Perhaps that's what this is about. May I have whatever's in the bucket, please? There isn't much inside the bucket. Some more kindling, torn up newspapers, and a key. Pick up mirror key 2. Oh, whoopty frickin' doodle. Right, I don't care about the newspaper. It can read itself. And I don't care about whatever the other thing was, the ashes or the kindling. It's probably trying to tell me that I need some more kindling in order to go down and get something else out of there, but frankly, I don't give a rat's. I'm just going to use this key because we've probably been playing for over 2 hours now, which is a little bit worrisome, and I dread to think how long this episode is going to be, and for that I sincerely apologise. But let's just stick this thing in and get the hell out of here and find a safe place so that we can get the hell out of here. Right, I have no idea where I am. Okay, use some various keys here. I don't know why that one still has a light on it while the other one didn't, but alright. Presumably that was important or relevant or vital for something. Goodness only knows what. Oh, we can go through here now. Wonderful. I'm sorry, what? Was that reversed in a subtle attempt to tell me that the map has been reversed somehow? Would you shoot the frickin' gun? Thank you very much. Alright. I don't think there was a save point on this floor. I think we had to go back to the ground floor for that. But let me see. Does this seem reversed? I'm genuinely not sure. I presume that this isn't working. No. Although I do feel like the elevator buttons were on the right-hand side before, and now they're on the left. No, that mirror doesn't need breaking. Although if we ever find that original room again, idiot. I might shoot the mirror in there just for the fun of it. Yes, things have been reversed, at least to some degree. You don't need to use the stairs. Really? I think I do, because I think I need to go back to the ground floor and find a save place. Yes, the world definitely has been reversed. That much is without any doubt at all. Right. It does seem bizarre that it's gone this long without giving me a safe place. Is there anything in the safe now? No, of course not. Alright. I really do not know what is expecting of me. Insert quarter? Yes. I don't know how to say yes, but alright. I suppose I don't think I've actually got a quarter, but never mind. Hello. Oh, look, it is the naked floaty man from before. He's decided to put on a wetsuit. Good for him. Oh, goodness, he can't just float, he can fly. I didn't really need that to be moved up, because I can get past it on my own. Right. Right! Okay, so it's erected barriers on both sides of the corridor, preventing me from going into any of the rooms. Well, at least that speeds my work up a bit. Oh, good. Another blasted bellboy. Alive, and another gun that refuses to fire all the time. I get that it's refusing to fire when I run out of ammunition, but still, it's very annoying. Can we go onto the other side of the place, please? Yes, first floor, please. If we go to the first floor, we can find a save point and we can leave it there, and I can go and calm down a bit, and then we can carry on with some more of this interesting game next week. Oh good, everything's still been reversed, which means I probably want to go to my left instead of going to my right in order to find the check-in desk, which is where I think we left the save point. No, it's still over here on my right. No, this is... what is that? A key lying on the ground. Interesting. 437. Now what? New extra unlocked. Oh, whoop-de-doodle. Someone else is in the hotel. It's probably Kara. She said she'd be down here for a while. Interesting. So I seem to have observed the mirror. So there's that world on the other side of the mirror, which is the world I was in a little while ago, and I just saw myself, and I saw something written on my shirt, which I didn't have time to read, but you should be able to read if you pause it quick enough. And yes, we're now in this mirrored world where I still can't find a Can I have my camera? Can this burn through here? Please. You have no reason to go this way. Actually, I've got every reason to go this way because I want to save the game so that we can stop But never mind, because I really do not want to have to redo all of this next week, because that's going to put me in a bad mood to begin next week's episode on. But alright, let's go back to the 4th floor and try to remember what room we were looking for. I think it was 437, which is probably one of the only doors that wasn't covered. It might have been this one, goodness knows. No, it wasn't this one. Maybe it was this one? Maybe it was. This one doesn't seem to have already been locked, but I feel like it probably isn't that door, though. Maybe it's this one? No, I could have sworn it said... I could have sworn it said... Yes, 437, which is mirrored. So it's the key for room 437 in the mirrored world. The question is where under the sun that room is. Because that's 5. That's the stairs. That's the unmarked one, the door of mystery. Those are the elevators. There's a lot more elevators. Where's room 9? The one we left all the frickin' pillows outside. Reminds me of that Bib, would you please stop farting, man alive? And more specifically, man dead in a few minutes if he doesn't get a gas mask. No, I was going to say this man who keeps requesting additional pillows reminds me of some of the journal entries from the Statesman Hotel in Fallout 3 of a man who was attempting to build some form of pillow fort. Right, where under the sun is this room? I cannot find room 7 anywhere. Is that it? Oh, here it is, finally, for crying out loud. I thought this one was 9. Oh my Gideons, oh my Gideons. Hi, friend. What the hell is this thing? What looked like an egg from afar is actually the highly compressed and formed human remains. Ah, lovely. You didn't see a room 9 in this version of the hotel, you have to return to the other side. How do I do that? A spray bottle of bleach. Good, I can use that on my eyes. You wonder if it can see you right now. Well, if it can, it's going to see its own death staring itself in the face. Did that cause me damage? Because I feel like I lost some health then. Oh, goodness, I don't know. What's my objective? Return to your reality. Yes, yes. I would rather like that, because in my reality, video game mechanics are explained to people. How do I do that? Maybe I... How did I get here in the first place? I can't even remember. My brain is shutting down. I use the machine, right? Well, there's clearly an enemy nearby. Only goodness only knows where he is. I use the machine that I found. So somewhere, goodness only knows where, presumably here, I'm not going to question why there was mold on the door, I'm not going to question why bleach was what was required to get rid of it, and we are just going to move very swiftly on with our lives if I have the faintest idea what we're doing. Presumably, if I use that machine again, I perhaps can I can find my way out of here. You're not going to kill me. Nope! Because if you kill me, I'm going to have to go back to the last save, which was before we even shot Ducky in the face. As much as I would enjoy shooting Ducky in the face again, I really don't need that in my life. I can quite easily live without that. Would you go through the bloody door then, if it's unlocked? Get on with it, friend. Yes. Let's just find some way to get the hell away from here. Oh no, we didn't use the machine, did we? We used the we used this door up here at the end. Yes, can I go through here? Perhaps. Perhaps yes, perhaps no. I have absolutely no idea where I am or what it is that I'm doing. Nope, none at all. Alright, so I can go through this, which looks like a mirror. Does that bring me back to where I'm supposed to be? Is this going to bring me around to the correct side of the 4th floor? Goodness only knows, because it hasn't explained it to me. alright, I still seem to be here, and the keys still seem to be here. Alright, do I go through the other door then? Need to find a key, apart from the fact that I apparently already got the key. Okay, I'm going to stop asking questions. Oh good, we are still in the bloody mirrored... Oh my giddy aunt. Don't flip out and lose it. Come on, Phil, grit your teeth. Don't flip out and lose it. Right. According to the guide, what you have to do is return to the mirror through which you entered the mirror reality in order to leave the mirrored reality. However, going through that mirror doesn't actually seem to do anything. It just seems to restart me on my loop around the mirrored hotel floor again. So I'm not entirely sure what's going wrong, but right now this little sequence of poorly explained situations is really getting on my nerves, and this video has dragged on far too long already. And as far as I was probably going to be so big it'll crash the editor 1,000 times over, but never mind any of that. I am going to stop here because I want to like this game and I want to enjoy this game, and if I force myself to carry on playing it, I'm going to start hating this game, and none of us wants that. So I'm going to stop the video here. I don't care that we don't have a save point. Next week, I will come back to whatever the most recent save was, we'll go through it again, and then maybe if some kind of bug has happened, that won't happen again, or perhaps with a fresh and calm set of eyes, I can figure out how to get beyond this point. Yes, I think some parts of the game need to be explained a little bit better, like when Ducky kills you, that's necessary progression, that's not you losing a boss fight that you're supposed to carry on bashing your head against and winning. Yes, I think some of the bits of the dialogue that Ducky does should be skippable, at least after the first time, but never mind. And yes, I think there should be save points a bit more frequently. And yes, I am not a massive fan of the switch to the combat. However, with all that said, the game is still creative, it is professional, it is interesting, and I am enjoying it on an aesthetic level and on a narrative level. I want to continue playing the game. I am not trying to spend this video slagging the game off. I like this game, I respect this game, and I respect this developer. It's just at the moment really tugging on my hairs and is making me want to slap myself. So that I don't slap anybody, I am going to stop playing and we'll come back to this next week and we'll play some more Concluse 2. I apologise that this video hasn't very long and that I haven't shown the game in a very good light. I apologise for that, but next week we shall do it all better. That is a promise. So, thank you very much for joining me this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I sincerely apologise for every single thing that I did. Look after each other, and good night.